the CrossFit Thello podcast.
That's right.
That's so funny, Kait.
I don't know. It just sounded too formal.
What is this, podcast number 4?
I think so. Yeah, podcast number 4.
Cuatro.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do some introductions again. We're going to talk about the day in the life.
Sorry, I'm here speaking. I need some WD-40.
I bet we can find some around here. All right, we're going to talk about the day in the life of your coaches. So a lot of you guys don't really know what we do throughout the days. You guys just get to see us about an hour a day. So we're going to kind of talk through that. Shane, let's start with you.
Oh, we're going to start with me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me
Typical
start this
day.
thing
Tell us
off.
what happened.
A typical
day.
day.
Not
Shane.
today. You've been here all day.
My days vary. Some days,
Like
I just have nothing to do because
like
I'm a bum. But
like
other
today.
a
days,
normal busy day.
a normal busy day. All right, so I'll wake up
Oh,
in the
boy.
morning
Okay.
feeling like P. Diddy. No, I'm just kidding. I wake up in the morning, come to CrossFit, usually the 6 a.m. class, sometimes 5 a.m. If I'm working with the man Mark Almarode himself, I'll come to the 5 a.m. But if I'm just cutting grass, I come to the 6 a.m. I work out at the 6 a.m. Done by 7, linger around, talk to the crew for a little bit. And I usually go cut grass till it's time for me to coach, depending on the day. Right, Thursdays is Ignite. Wednesday and Friday I'm coaching the 3:30 through 5:30 classes, and I'll coach. And then I do a terrible job cleaning sometimes and setting up for the next class.
Yes.
Recently got in
Yes.
trouble for that.
But we're all about improvement here at CrossFit Thello. So.
That's right. Getting better every day.
So you cut grass.
So usually
in
cut
between
grass in
working out.
between working out and coaching. Sometimes, if I don't have much grass to cut, I will go work out again. Sometimes that's here, working on my Olympic lifts. Other times that could be going to a commercial gym and just doing things to look good, trying to get that summer bod.
Well, it's working. It's
Yeah.
working.
Trying to keep up with Johnny Boy. But yeah, so not anything crazy exciting, but wake up, work out, work, maybe work out again, and then go coach.
That's fun.
Highlight of my day.
Yeah, we're about to add some firefighting into the mix of that.
Yep. And then going to be adding firefighting, so
We'll
if you need your
rehash
fires
this.
put out, call me. 256-454-1604.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Oh, wait, 911.
All right, we're moving on. That's what Shane does within a day.
It's
John,
fun.
John, let's go to you. What do you do throughout the day?
Let's see. A normal busy day, Mondays and Wednesdays. Wake up at 3:15. Get ready to coach the 5 and the 6. Then at 7:30, I have a class at JSU teaching kinesiology. So I'll go over there and teach from 7:30 to 8:30. Come back and generally work on either programming or anything behind the scenes with the gym stuff for an hour while the Ignite class is going on. And then at 10 o'clock, another JSU class comes here for beginning weight training. And then at 11:15, another JSU class comes for the CrossFit class. So coaching those until 12:15. And then the bulk of my work is done for the day. After that, it is...
Dadding hard.
dadding it up, hanging out with the girls, and it just depends. If Kate's cleaning the house, I'll generally have the girls. If not, might be doing some more work sometimes. Or if I am going to Gadsden to train the baseball guys that I'm training there, then I go to Gadsden. Right now, it's not that much, not that frequent. During the summer, though, it's 2 or 3 times a week,
Yeah.
so that gets to be a pretty good bit. But yeah.
When do you get to work out?
Mondays and not that often. But usually during the afternoon classes, I will try to jump in some.
Don't forget. Don't forget the most important thing you do in the day.
What's that?
Lose to me in a workout.
Nah. You're funny. You're funny. Yeah. So, work out in the afternoons. Usually when I work out, which at least 3 or 4 times a week, it's in the afternoons. afternoon classes. So, yeah, that's about it. Typical day.
Sounds fun.
It's good stuff.
Sounds fun.
What about you, Kait?
Oh, my turn.
Yeah, your turn.
A busy day for me would be all of the days. They're all really busy.
With kids, they're all,
Yeah.
they're all busy.
Yeah, they are. I guess on Tuesday, Thursdays, I am coaching the 5 and the 6 a.m., so waking up at 3:30. I didn't know you woke up at 3:15.
I do.
Just trying to be better than me.
Extra 15 minutes.
It does make a difference.
It's a huge difference.
Wake up at 3:30, come over here, do all the things with the classes. Then we have the Ignite class that comes in at 8:30. So I'll usually work out in between that. As soon as the 6 o'clock is done, try to work out at 8:30. And then sometimes I have to clean houses. So if anybody needs your house clean, let Shane know. Apparently he wants to clean houses now. Yeah, I'll clean some houses, and then you've got the girls. Then come back on Mondays, and I'll coach Ignite again in the afternoon. But right now, that's my only afternoon day. And just momming it up.
Yep.
Momming it up.
Full-time mom.
Super parents right here.
I don't know about that. It's a struggle. A day-to-day struggle.
Just keep your head above water.
Yes.
Sink or swim.
It is.
They're so great.
They're doing more sinking than swimming. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Y'all do a great job.
All right, Kels, what do you do?
Oh man, a busy day would be Monday or Wednesday. Monday I get up at 4:45, head to Southside, and I go train their girls basketball, softball, volleyball. I don't have very many volleyball players, so I need to get back in there.
Mhm.
But train them from like 6 to 7. Come back. I usually go cook something for breakfast, and then I come over here, do childcare with all the children, and walk during the Ignite class, and then I'll try to work out after that, and then lately I've been doing some personal training on Mondays, and then if I have like any appointments or grocery store or clean my house, do that. And then I'm back up here at 2 o'clock, and I usually try to walk to the gym or walk around the gym, like 2 miles, and then I coach from 3:30 to 6:30. And then I go home, cook, sleep.
Do it all again the next day.
Do it all again.
Yeah, so CrossFit coaches, we don't work out all day, except for Shane. Apparently he works out all day.
I mean,
That's the only reason why you beat me sometimes.
Yeah.
for you to only work out 3 times a week, you've maintained pretty well, John. Your arm's getting smaller, but you're still pretty fit.
But yeah, in general,
Things fit a little
we,
looser these days.
CrossFit schedules are weird.
Yeah.
We coach early in the morning, have the middle of the day wide open, and then coach in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And
We work when everybody's off work.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. So in the middle of the day, it's a good time to kind of get things done. A lot of us tend to do things that make extra money, cleaning houses, cutting grass, personal training, all these other things that we can do. I think CrossFit coaches are just a bunch of go-getters. You know what I mean?
Tell you
Not
what.
just, we're just
We
not
just
laying
got that
around.
dog in us. That dog.
Shane is on a roll today, y'all.
It is.
Y'all are not ready.
Oh man, we'll see how this goes.
We'll see how much gets deleted.
A lot.
A lot.
Might just throw this one out.
All right, let's get into the bulk of it. Okay, today we are going to talk about protein. We're going to talk about protein intake, what protein is, what it does for your body, how to kind of get practical ways of getting that into your diet. We're going to talk through that, kind of what we do, what we know. Again, we are not nutritionists. This is just kind of our experiences, and we all have been to school to learn about some of this stuff. But we're going to tell you guys what we kind of think about it. Okay, so let's start it off. What is protein?
Who wants to take a stab at that one?
Shaker bottle and powder. And milk.
I mean, you're not wrong. It's all we need to know sometimes.
Yeah.
You're
Or
right.
like you can get a blender bottle. Those work pretty good too. With the little electric blender in
Yeah.
it.
Does it for you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, man.
All right, well, Johnny?
Yeah, so protein is like the resources that your body uses to build, I guess to put it as simply as I can. Yeah, basically a chain of amino acids. But your body wants to use those for structure. So like muscle being the obvious one that we are most talking about. But it also uses it for other things that go into your immune system and all sorts of other structures in your body. That your body needs the protein for that. So that's pretty important to understand. We've been listening to this quite a bit lately. Like your body is going to prioritize things that are going to keep you alive. Like your body's priority is not let's look good. It's you need to function and stay alive. So your body's going to prioritize things like your immune system and things you really can't see and even really feel that much first. So yeah, that's important to understand when you're thinking about getting an inadequate amount of protein, because your muscles are not getting very much if you're not getting very much, because it's sending it somewhere else, if that makes sense. So
why is it important for us to talk about protein today?
Because you need it. And a significant amount of it, probably way more than you think.
Yeah.
That's
there's we can't get all the protein that we need without eating protein.
Yes.
And
just drink it in your shaker bottles.
Yeah,
right?
specifically the ones that build muscle. So
yeah,
gotta have it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got to.
So kind of covered the importance, I guess. Or,
Yeah.
I mean, really why. I'm mainly asking why are we talking about it, because we are working with athletes.
Yeah.
And that's what our members are. Their athletes are coming in here, they're working out,
Yeah.
they're breaking down that muscle. So why is it important? Why is protein and just talking about it? I think that all of us, we talked about this when we did the first nutrition, when somebody comes up to us and asks us, one of our first questions is, well, how much protein are you taking in? So why is that important for our athletes to pay attention to?
Yeah.
If anybody else besides John. I mean, I know you're super educated, but if anybody else wants to go on it. I love hearing you
I
talk.
wouldn't say super educated, but educated maybe. Yeah.
Ask your question again.
Why is it important for our athletes to know the importance of protein?
Well, they come here, they work out, they break down their muscles. If they leave here and they don't take in enough protein, we'll just say more than enough, because like you said, we have to have this stuff for brain function, our immune system, cells dividing, which is pretty important. So all of that is priority. And then it's like we need more to have muscles and all that, to rebuild the muscle fibers and stuff. And, you're doing yourself a disservice if you're breaking it down in here and then not giving yourself the nutrients you need.
So what happens in our body, let's say that I'm getting 50%, maybe less than 50% of my daily protein intake, which we'll talk about that in a little while, what your percentages should be. If I'm getting less than 50% daily, like what's going to happen to my body? Because you talked about our body is not trying to, like we're humans, we're survival, like we're not trying to look good. So our bodies, we are trying to look good, but you know what I mean? Our bodies are going to pull what it needs to pull to maintain proper function,
Right.
Not necessarily to look good. So what's going to happen if I'm only getting 50% daily? Do anyone want to take a stab at that?
Johnny boy, you take that one, big dog. You got it. Don't look at me.
I think first of all you're going to be sore for longer, but what that's doing, like scientifically, is your muscles are not recovering like they should. And soreness is just an example. There's a lot of other things that you can tell you're not getting an adequate amount of protein with. But one way, so if you don't get, say you break down your legs, you have a super hard leg day, right? You break down your legs.
Monday.
Your body, typically Mondays in general. Your body needs protein structure to rebuild those muscles. So when you don't get it through your diet, it has to pull it from somewhere else to repair. So that means it's going to go to other muscles that it has worked really hard to build up and pull from those to then help those muscles recover. And then, so obviously that's not what you want.
Right.
Because then on another day, if you go, let's say, hey, we hit arms and chest the next day, which is typically what we do on Tuesdays, and you hit that hard, then you break down those muscles. well, then it needs to repair those. So where's it going to pull from? Well, it's going to go to other muscles again, possibly back to your legs, and pull those back. So you end up not really having or making much gains. You're just kind of, I guess, redistributing protein around, or
It's just a cycle of pain.
Yeah, it has to basically break down other muscle in order to help the muscle that just worked recover. And it's a bad cycle of no gains, and that's not what we want. Yeah. That's not what, even if you're not like, and we say gains like as in like I want to get big, and that's even if you're not trying to get big at all, you still need your muscles to recover, and you don't want to pull from other muscles.
Right.
So it's very important to get adequate amounts of protein.
So we have a lot of athletes that are just tend to be sore. I mean, what we do throughout the day, we're just working all different types of muscles, you know. I wouldn't say that they're not, some of them are not getting enough protein, but they're still sore. Like, let's just talk about that for a second. Like, you can still be sore.
Right.
And get enough protein.
Yeah.
Is kind of what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, that's like soreness is basically a good sign that your muscles have broken down. There's also other types of soreness too. Inflammation in your joints is another one that like it is a type of soreness. It's hard to tell. Like if you do a lot of pull-ups and you get sore like down at the bottom of your bicep, close to the elbow,
that's what they call it.
The elbow pit. That a lot of times is just inflammation on that tendon, not actually like the muscle soreness from your muscle breaking down. So you kind of have to distinguish that too. But at the same time, if you're not sore, that doesn't mean that your muscle didn't break down and your muscles are not getting bigger. You don't have to be sore every single day in order to get a good workout and grow your muscles.
Right. Because we can talk about what we talked about the first time Kelsey did bodybuilding. And like the soreness is different than CrossFit. Kind of talk about that a little bit.
Well, you know, you do like splits, so like arms or chest and triceps or whatever. So it's very like localized soreness. And it didn't seem as intense, you know, but I also wasn't using a bunch of weight or like any like resistance or stuff like that. I just did a ton of reps at low weight. But I mean, yeah, it's totally different from.
And you were sore, but you were definitely getting enough protein.
Oh yeah.
But it's just a different type of soreness
going
on there.
I mean, I feel like you can get sore and it be okay. You just need to check other health factors like how your brain is functioning, or are you getting sick often or stuff like that. And we're looking at John.
Remember last summer when he was sick for like 3 months?
That was lack of sleep.
100%. I don't know what that was, but
yeah. So I would check other health factors, you know, too.
Yeah, I think that's great. So we kind of already talked about why it's important and kind of what it does for you. So let's say that I'm an athlete that hits 80 to 100% of my protein intake daily. Like I'm doing really good, definitely staying focused on that, not really worrying about the other things, which I guess we need to talk about. Well, whatever. Now, what is going to happen? I mean, I know we're all built different. We're all doing different things. But if I'm really just focusing on my protein, nothing else in my life, not really worried about sleep, I'm getting enough sleep, you know, working out hard, doing all these things, like what's going to happen to my body?
That's easy because that's what I do. Focus on protein and nothing else.
So what happens?
You get hurt.
Well, we talked about that at the 6 a.m. this morning while we were stretching. Shane was talking. Weren't you?
Oh, yeah.
The whole time.
Would it be a 6 a.m. if I wasn't talking? I mean, come on.
I guess not. Thursdays have become the new Fridays for right now, which has been fun. I've enjoyed it. But I guess, like, how do you think, we talked about how we're going to kind of feel if we're not getting enough protein. How do we think that we're going to feel if we're getting enough protein?
Yeah, you're doing everything right.
You're doing everything. I mean, really, you're just focusing on your protein. I wouldn't say you're doing everything right, but you're just, we do have a lot of athletes that have started to really focus on their protein intake. And I guess my question, we kind of already covered all of that, but how long do you think they need to stick with, I mean, for the rest of their life for sure, but like being very intentional about focusing on getting 80 to 100% of their protein intake daily?
I guess that could also depend on the goals of that athlete. You know, whether it's the look, you know, how their muscles look, whether it's how they want to function, whether they want them to grow, not grow. I think that can definitely vary depending on depending on what the athlete wants to see out of that.
Yeah.
But I think it's very important to stay consistent as long as you can, if you're wanting to see positive results. I think being consistent throughout the year, if you were to do this, or even 8 months out of the year, if you're wanting to see positivity, positive growth, positive anything from that, being consistent would definitely show positive results. And if you're not, then I don't think you'd see the results you want to see.
Yeah.
But John will probably be able to give them more.
John, you're our
It's very
kinesiology
practical.
professor.
Yeah.
yeah.
Use that degree, son. Use it. Show us.
I
Show
should
it
know
off.
something.
I
Show
know
it
that.
off.
I know for me personally, when I'm hitting my protein intake or close to it daily, I just feel better. Like, I mean, I'm
Yeah.
sore, but
Yeah.
like, I just can function better. Like, that is one thing that I can tell. Like, it changes a lot for me. Like, if I don't do my carbs, if I'm not focusing on my fats, but if I'm just focusing on my protein intake, like, I am generally happier. I know John's happy about that. It works better for me. You know.
Yeah.
I sleep better. I mean, I'm not saying it's correlated, but it could be. You know.
Overall, you're gonna feel better.
Yeah.
I mean,
Keep Kait
it's not
happy,
gonna
give her more protein.
It's not gonna be like, oh man, I'm
You need a
sore.
protein shake.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's not gonna be like, oh man, I'm sore. I didn't get enough protein in. Like, you're still gonna get sore,
Right,
like you said.
right.
Your muscles are still breaking down. Like, that function still happens, but you are gonna recover faster. You'll be able to move and function better. So it's very important. Something to focus on your whole life,
Yeah, I definitely
even
think,
if you're not working out.
Yeah, it's just something that should be important.
Yeah.
I think. Like,
Yeah, I
I mean,
think
that's
so.
typically our first question when we ask them, like, "What's your protein looking like? How are you?"
If you want to prioritize your nutrition, protein definitely needs to be
try to get that
a
in
very
line.
important part of that.
Because usually carbs and fats are easy.
Yeah.
You know.
I
well,
thought-
keep
I was gonna say, I thought it was interesting. We listened to a podcast the other day, and they talked about protein. You don't even have to work out for protein to start building your muscles, and that doesn't mean you're like, shoot, I'm working out. Let me just eat protein. It's not what that means at all. But like, your body sees that protein as, wow, this is valuable. I don't know when I'm gonna get some more, and hopefully you're getting it every day. But it's like, I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna store it in those muscles, and so your muscles are getting bigger even before you work out. When your muscles are not even broken down at all, it's storing those in there. Your muscles are going to start getting bigger. So that's pretty cool to understand that.
Yeah.
Body really values protein.
Yeah.
The timing of consumption of protein.
Let's talk about that.
Remember, you told me about a podcast, I believe,
Yeah,
talking
remember
about
which one it is.
when is the best time
Yes,
to
we talked
consume
about
your
this.
protein,
Yes, after working out.
depending on what you want.
Yeah. So
right?
I think it was a
whether it was like strength.
bodybuilding podcast,
Yes.
and it said, okay, so you work out, your muscles break down, and it said if you like drink your shake after, I don't want to say as soon as you get done, because there is like a rest and digest period.
But within the first 20 minutes or so.
I would say 30 minutes. Yeah, drink it 30 minutes. The quicker you can get it to your like muscles and body or whatever, you'll build the strength, but your muscles aren't going to necessarily get bigger.
Mm-hmm.
But if you prolong the process, you keep letting your muscles break down, and then drink the protein, it's going to build it back stronger and help you build it back bigger.
So even when you're done working out, your muscles are still going through that breakdown phase.
Yeah, just daily life.
And so
Yeah.
that makes a lot of sense. You
That's
know?
interesting. That's super
So
interesting.
you think if someone doesn't want to get bulky, right? Because that's a common statement,
Especially
right?
with women.
We talked about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
If someone doesn't want to get bulky, they should get protein as quickly as possible after they work out.
I would say wait 30 minutes.
Okay.
Like, let your heart rate come back down. Let your body be acceptable to digestion, because, you know, as soon as we work out and stuff, our body's just worried about, like, stress. Yeah. Processing the cortisol and all that stuff. So I would wait a little bit and then, you know, do the protein, do whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that goes back to, and it goes right along the lines of, because it's the same kind of science, is like when you're, and this is, I guess, a programming topic, but when you're talking about the way you're doing your sets and your weights and things like that, hypertrophy and growing your muscle is basically all about volume and how much you can break down those muscles.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's going to get you bigger and stronger. Well, not necessarily stronger. What's going to get you stronger and more powerful is going to be Not how much can you break them down, but the actual force that you exert on them. So that's why we keep those sets, smaller, right? 1, 2, super heavy and things like that. That's not going to break down your muscle near as much. But yeah, it goes right along with that same science. If you let your muscles break down for more, then they're going to grow more.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
Well, let's talk about some ways that we can kind of put protein in your diet, or what we do practically. We're not
We already
eating.
said that.
We didn't talk about not today.
Oh.
Powder milk and shaker bottle
Oh.
Well, we did say that.
for every meal.
We're not
Protein
eating
shake.
like steak for every single meal. That's what people think when they think of protein. It's
I
just this
wish.
piece of steak in front of your face and just eating it. Well, ask John about that.
Mine
It didn't
diet
go
didn't do
well.
No.
But let's talk about practical ways. A lot of people, I know all of us are pretty much on the go. I think a lot of other people are on the go. Not people don't tend to just sit around that often. So like, what are some practical things? I know that everybody has different taste buds too, so we're not going to shame people for eating
I
cottage
don't
cheese.
like cottage cheese.
So gross.
Oh man, yeah, that
I guess
was
we are
gross.
shaming you, Kelsey. I'm so
I tried
sorry.
it twice and it failed miserably
Look,
both
if
times.
you want these gains, you're gonna eat
Hey, I
cottage
did
There's
buy
other
some
ways,
cottage
Shane.
cheese.
That's what we're talking about.
I
There are
bought some
other
cottage
ways.
cheese the other day because it was in a recipe that's on Instagram. So we'll see.
No, you can
We'll
blend
see.
it in your protein shake.
That's what it is.
Yeah, that wouldn't be
blending
too
it.
bad.
Oh, not my protein shake.
I don't
Uh-oh.
know.
But you
It's
did
not
blend this
curdy.
up for something
Oh,
else.
just a
little
Made
cheese
some kind of
curd.
sauce out of it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll talk through like some of the foods. I
Yeah.
eat. So breakfast, I like to put my protein in my oatmeal, which is also after I work out, so it times up perfect. And I do like cottage cheese. I know. I don't like the savory though. I like it sweet. Like I'll put honey in it or
Okay, so you
blueberries.
put stuff in there to make it sweet?
Yes.
Okay.
But it is. I don't think it's like sour or whatever you
John said
said.
No,
it was
that
like
thing is
cream
sour,
cheese.
boy.
I
Okay,
have
whatever.
not tried this. My dad loved it, and it just grossed me out, so I've
Um,
never tried it.
I like yogurt. Obviously meat. Sometimes I'll just get like deli meat and put pickles and mustard in it and just roll it up or cheese and
So
eat that. Yeah.
Shane.
Add that to the snack box.
I used to make those RP casein cookies. Did y'all ever make those?
Yes, they were good.
They were good. I need to do that again.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. This is
I
gonna
have some
reignite some
casein.
stuff
Looks like
for
a
us.
little snack yourself, a little honey stinger.
That is not protein though. That's carbs.
What's the point? Oh, carbs.
It's a
Okay.
different podcast. We'll talk about that on another day.
Yeah.
I can't think of much. Cheese, but
But you're hitting protein in every single
Oh yeah.
meal that you're having.
Yeah.
You're hitting that
Definitely.
some protein goals.
I think every meal should center around protein.
Yeah.
Like that's if for the most part, I feel like if you're getting your protein, you're probably going to be getting your
The other
fats and
things,
carbs too.
yeah.
You don't really
Yeah,
have to
hopefully
focus on those two.
you just don't eat chicken for dinner.
And even if you're not like a meat eater, there are so many substitutes now you can find in grocery stores for protein.
Yes.
It is much easier these days to find things in the freezer section or even snack section that you can have access to protein even without eating meat, because I know that's there's plenty of people who eat meat, but there's also plenty of people who do not prefer to get protein through meat.
Yeah.
But there are, I think, a lot of substitutes. Grocery stores, they've done a really good job marketing. Plant-based or other ways to get protein besides meat.
Have y'all ever tried tofu?
I have.
Is it good?
I think I've had it.
So
I've
tofu.
had it mixed in stuff.
Tofu
and it tastes
takes
like whatever
it.
it's
Yes,
in.
it absorbs the flavor of
Yeah.
whatever it's with. A lot of times it's soup. We'll put it in soup. Tyler made a soup the other night and then put rice in it, and it was like with the soybean paste, this tofu, a few other ingredients, and it was great. And it was like 30 grams of protein in that bowl of soup, which, and it was just rice, tofu, and that was it. Besides the actual soup itself, I don't know what all was in
the
there,
broth,
but the broth, yeah.
That's good protein.
That is good protein.
Yeah.
Bone broth.
Yeah, you can't taste tofu at all.
It's just like you said, it takes on the flavor of whatever it's.
At least what I've had.
Whatever it's
There's
in.
People might make it different. I don't know.
I've never had just tofu right out of the package.
Either it's like cottage cheese. I just don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
That's weird.
It does. It's like a sponge. I don't know. Shane, what are some practical ways you get protein?
Most of mine is obviously, like y'all said, I do base my meals around the protein, so I definitely get my morning protein from either sausage or lately it's been sausage more than anything, or bacon, and eggs. Eggs are a big thing.
Eggs are good.
Lots of protein in
Shane's
eggs.
dropping that money on eggs.
Yes, they got way expensive.
Oh yeah.
You used to be able to get the big 64 pack for like $10. Now it's like $30.
$10? We used to get it for like $6. I feel like
it might have been lower than 10.
it was like so.
But y'all are buying
expensive.
groceries longer than me, you know. Y'all are
I mean,
older.
we've been
Yeah.
adulting.
Older.
We've been adulting for a little while.
But eggs, sausage, meat, and then for dinner usually a chicken. Chicken or beef. Chicken or beef.
A whole chicken.
A whole chicken. Hey, you can go to Johnson's and get a rotisserie chicken on clearance. Is it clearance or discount?
It's like at a
It's
certain-
like leftovers. It's like leftovers.
Clearance. It's like after a certain time, right?
After a certain time,
Yeah.
you go get one. They'll do it half off a whole rotisserie chicken.
On clearance.
I mean, just in case you wanted something.
Clearance chickens.
and my air fryer is actually a rotisserie cooker, so if I just want to heat that bad boy up, I can put the whole chicken and re-rotisserie it.
That's good.
But
Rotisserie chicken.
yep. And then I also am a big fan of shakes. I do have a protein shake in the morning with my breakfast
Yeah.
and at night with my dinner.
Supplements are great.
I do think that protein drinks are necessary for most people to get their protein
It's
intake
tough.
for the day.
It's tough
Yeah.
to get your
Oh, dude, I
amount of
can't
protein
imagine.
without it.
If you struggle with getting it with food, obviously try harder with food, but okay, that's how it came out wrong.
Coaching points
Yeah.
for change. Just try harder.
You want to try hard to hit your protein with food, but if you can't do that, it's a struggle for you, then protein shakes is a great substitute.
It is.
They're
To
gonna
help you
cancel
hit
you,
that goal.
Shane.
They can't cancel me. I'm the MC.
That was so
Lots of
great.
content.
All right, what about y'all? John and Kate.
Yeah, mine's definitely not as good as Kate. She's good at diet stuff. A lot better than me.
I don't know about that.
So my protein, that is what I focus on every time I eat, is like I need some sort of protein. A lot of times for breakfast though, which sometimes I skip breakfast, but a lot of times for breakfast I'm like chugging 2 or 3 cups of milk, Fairlife milk, because it has 13 grams per cup, and I'm like, okay, I just got to rack up, get 30 or 40 grams. It's like a protein shake. And then
Just carry the
that's
whole
it.
thing of Fairlife with you.
Pretty
He
much.
literally
I go
drinks
through so
milk
much,
so
yeah.
fast. Him and the girls, I'm like, this is the girls'
Yeah, I
milk.
drink a
Stop.
lot of it.
When grass season's not in, I can't buy Fairlife. I gotta wait
Yeah.
till grass season comes back so I can afford it.
Yeah, that's probably the majority of or a lot of my protein. Maybe majority comes from Fairlife milk. It's got a lot of.
They need to
protein in it.
sponsor us.
That'd be nice.
We've talked about him a lot,
think-
haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're above us right now.
Right now.
But then when it comes to like lunch and dinner and stuff, it's a little easier to cook. We try to do some sort of meat. If we don't have any meat, then it's like chickpea pasta is definitely a go-to, even with meat, right? Chickpea pasta and meat, because chickpea pasta has a lot, or red lentil pasta has a lot of protein in it. And I love pasta
Tell
too.
us about that famous meal you cooked me one night, that gourmet.
Yeah, so you also just got those big, giant packs of chicken breasts and boiled them. And Shane was
You
amazed
what
by
them?
this. Boiled.
Boiled.
Bold.
Oh.
Sound like
What do you say?
boil.
Like boil? Like a Yankee?
boiled. Yeah,
Like
you
a
boiled the
Yankee?
chicken.
All right.
Go, here we
Bowl.
go.
We boiled it.
I'm a real bull.
And then just shred it. And put it on pasta. Shane was amazed. And you can,
I did.
Shane was
and you can
amazed.
change it up by different sauces. So
Never had anyone cook for me before,
Yeah.
you know?
Yes, you have. Kelsey cooks for
Are
you
you
all the time.
kidding
I was
me?
about to say, she's gonna
Kelsey,
kill you.
okay, before I came to CrossFit Thello, no one cooked for me, but now there's plenty of people here that'll cook for me.
That's why he's staying.
Yes.
For the food.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I got like 3 plates on Thanksgiving. Yeah.
That's because you tell everybody you don't have a family.
Well, duh. I mean, if you ain't
He's
got
working it, guys. He's working it.
Yeah. I'm gonna use it, you know? I'm gonna use that. If you don't got a family, use it to your advantage.
Oh my gosh, stop it. You have a family. Stop it. Yeah, so it's things that I like to start my day with protein. I know that we talk about you need to center it, but
Shout out Kelsey's Kitchen.
Kelsey's
so
Kitchen.
late.
Great cook.
finding starting my day with protein has just helped me just have a better day. I mean, it really just starts my day off. So I really like whatever meat we cooked the night before. We usually have some left over. I'll make like 2 eggs and add some protein to that. Like if it's deer sauce or deer meat or chicken, just add it in there. And like I eat that almost every single day. It's
Really?
Yes, it is very good. Unless my chickens aren't producing any eggs, and it's just a sad day.
They're slacking right now.
They are slacking. But
Does the rain affect chickens in their egg laying?
does what?
The rain maybe affect that?
No,
I don't know.
Probably no.
They
Maybe
love
they're
the
stressed
rain.
about the weather.
they love it. You know my chickens?
I don't know about chickens.
Yeah, you don't know about my chickens. But that's really, I mean, I try to hit it hard then, and then
Yep.
throughout the day, just trying to get what I can. Honestly, these children are, they're
Make
a
it-
priority. So they get
Yeah.
the stuff, and then I get to just inhale whatever I can while they're distracted or eating or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I think we do really well for breakfast and dinner. Dinner, we do the pasta and the meat pretty much every night, or pasta or rice and meat. And then lunch is really just fend for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got some snacky kids.
We do,
I
and
couldn't
snacky
believe
husband. I'm pretty snacky too. Like
Andy,
oh,
when I brought
She eats
lunch
a
in the
lot.
other day, like she just kept
She was eating
going.
his pork chop.
what's
Yeah.
so
Pork chop, macaroni, and hash brown casserole. I fed her half of everything. It seemed like
she is obsessed with food. We went to a friend's house last night, and they made us carnitas.
Yeah. Pork carnitas.
Yeah, and Andy devoured it. Emma did too. Like, I was impressed because Emma's not a big protein girl right now, but I was like, oh, where'd you get this? And it's from Sam's. So shout out to Sam's. It's apparently quick and easy. It was frozen. She cooked it.
Yeah.
It's
So I'm
great.
like, all right, we're going to go and get stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we have really been into frozen things or quick and easy things because sometimes we don't get home till late, or, I mean, it just gets chaotic at the
Yeah.
end of the day sometimes. So if we're not doing the meat and pasta, then we will try to we do have some frozen chicken, put it in the air fryer, and
Air fryer makes it so much
It does.
faster.
It does.
To do stuff.
Kelsey makes cooking look quick and easy, and I go home and try to do it myself, and I'm like, what did I screw up?
Kelsey does
'Cause
that
I've
very
been
well.
cooking for like 10
It'll take me
years.
10 hours to
Kelsey
do
does
it.
very
and I'm
good.
like, Kelsey just did this 30 minutes the other night, and I watched her do it. What am I doing wrong?
He
probably-
really will. He'll stay in the kitchen with me and watch
He's
me
like, I
cook.
gotta take pointers.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm like, because this was delicious. And then I'll go home and try to do it, and I'm like, I'm going to feed this to Ollie because I don't want to eat it.
Do y'all remember when I was on that egg white peanut butter kick?
Yes.
Do y'all remember that?
I
need
don't
to do
remember
that
this at
again.
all.
Look at
No.
John's face.
Yes.
I remember that
No.
same reaction.
When was this?
Yes.
Okay,
This-
so don't hate on it, but I would do egg whites, and then I would like put peanut butter and honey and cinnamon. It was so good.
Yes, I remember you saying that.
I need to get back on that. I just thought about it.
Like, I'm not going to knock it before I try it, but that sounds a little
It's pretty good.
about trying.
Pretty good.
So there are easy ways to get protein. Is kind of what we're trying to tell everybody.
Yes.
Protein is very important, probably the most important macronutrient out of the.
At least practically speaking, like the
Yes.
one we should focus on the most, I would say.
Yes.
And I think it's important to understand too that better is what you're shooting for.
Yeah.
Like better than probably what you're doing right now is all you can do.
Okay, let's talk quickly about what people's goals should be for protein intake daily.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to kind of vary, but we can do a general, like, quick math
Yeah.
for them to do at home, and then that's what I mean, most people in here know because we talk about it
Yeah.
enough with them, but let's just give it to them.
Yeah. Numbers wise, if you want to like keep up with the protein intake, simply just take your body weight, and let's say I weigh 190 pounds, which is about what I weigh. I need about 190 grams of protein. A little less is fine. If I'm getting 165 to 170 to 190 a day, if I go above that, that's fine too. Somewhere in that ballpark of 170 to 200 is what you're shooting for. And I think I mentioned this in one of the other podcasts, but it's like for basic function throughout the day, not being active, you need at least half of your body weight. So for me, that would be about 95 grams a day to just function. Which there are days when I'm like, crap, I didn't get that. And it's easy to not get 95 grams of protein. I mean, if you could do that just take a significant amount of protein in 3 meals during a day, like 30 grams in a meal, you're like, hey, that's pretty good. And you're still only at 95. And that's just the function. To be athletic and active, you're going to need, that 130 to 150 range to actually build muscle like most of us want to. Even not wanting to get bulky, like just wanting to work out in here and recover well, you need closer to that 100% of your body weight range, 90 to 100%, depending on what your body weight is, somewhere in that ballpark. That would be like lean body mass instead of your actual body weight. I should have started with that. So basically, like, think about the weight you want to be, and then go off that number. Now, and be realistic.
Practical. Yeah,
yes,
don't
be
put it
realistic,
by 30
right?
pounds.
If you weigh 100, if you're a girl and you weigh 150 pounds, you'll be like, I want to weigh 75 pounds. Like,
you're an idiot.
Yeah, please
that's
don't.
aggressive.
A healthy, practical
Yeah.
body weight, kind of lean body mass. That's kind of a good number to go off of for that protein.
Now, maybe we have more questions, but one last question I think that I have. If a woman comes into us, she's not hitting her protein goals, and she's wanting to not get bulky, but she's wanting to tone up, she's wanting to maybe lose a little bit of weight in certain areas, what would you tell her protein wise?
I would say that her focus shouldn't be necessarily on the amount of protein. I think that should stay the same. Like, you still need adequate amount of protein. Just
Whatever the body weight is
recover.
that you are wanting to weigh, you need to try to get those.
Yeah.
I say wanting to weigh, practically wanting to weigh.
If you get
those grams.
getting enough protein isn't necessarily going to make you bulky. It is impossible to build muscle without getting an amount of protein. But I think the way you exercise is going to influence that more, and things like the timing of it could influence that more, like we talked about earlier. I would say you could do a little bit less and be okay, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Functioning well is what the goal is.
Yeah.
Functioning well and just, being a decent human. Sometimes I need extra protein for that.
yeah.
All right. Well, any other questions, comments about protein?
I did have this thought.
Oh.
If you
Mr. Thinker.
if you're consuming a lot of your food as protein, then you have less room to consume food in carbs and fats. So therefore, you're probably going to eat healthier, and if you're probably not going to eat too much. And if
you
you're
stay fuller longer,
Yeah.
right, with protein. You
Right.
stay fuller longer.
And if you're focusing on getting enough protein, it's probably going to make you feel like you're eating a little bit more, at least in substance. So if you're struggling to gain weight, it's definitely going to help that. And if you're wanting to lose weight, it's going to help that too, because of what I just said before.
Yeah.
So it's overall, we need to do it.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily an option, especially if we're doing what we're doing in here every
Yeah.
day.
That's kind of our
it's
gear of athletes
it's a
right now.
priority.
What we do in here every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any other comments about protein?
If you want your hair, skin, and nails to look good,
That's true.
It's not going to help with those gummy vitamins. You got to eat some
No.
protein.
Oh my god.
I was told I had weak fingernails one time.
Me too.
Well, you might want to up your protein.
I don't have them anymore, but I used to have very
they're
weak
soft.
fingernails.
Like, my hair grows so fast, and I really think it's because of protein.
Mine has grown faster since I have been paying attention to my nutrition. I'll
Yeah.
say that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because I told y'all before, I never paid attention until I came into here. So
John, you must get good protein.
I know, God, it's like
It
a
grows
chia
fast.
A chia pet.
All right, so that wraps up the protein talk, but we are going to stay in here and talk through the open announcement. So this is the last Thursday of the open this year, and they are about to announce it. I'm not sure exactly what time it is.
We got 8 minutes.
We got some time, but we are going to have this noise in the background.
Did we tally up the scores from last week yet?
Almost. We got them. There was some missing people,
Who?
and so I have to go find them. I don't know. I haven't. I've gotta
Did they
look
do
back.
it?
I don't know.
We
But
have some people
they're-
on our team that are not doing it right now.
They're
We don't have to call anybody out, but we do have some
Basically, when I added up, I have everything divvied out and all that, but there's like 11 on our team and then 8 on y'all's team. I got to figure out who's missing, and who's
where they're at.
Yeah. So, and that shouldn't be that big of a deal, but I got it done for most of them, but there was 2 or 3 people.
So hopefully we
It's
won't.
not looking good for y'all.
You know, I was the one that put them in order. I didn't number anything or look through anything, but I'm a little nervous.
Yeah.
Well, what'd you think?
Oh,
You're going
don't
against.
even go there.
You're going against the best right here, John Mayfield.
You're so you know what you are. You know what you are. All right, what do we think this open workout is going to be? I know we've posted about it. We've gotten suggestions.
Y'all didn't post anything.
No, I didn't post nothing, but I said it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt.
It's gonna hurt.
This CrossFit workout's going
No, I don't
to
know what
hurt.
happened.
Go down.
It did. Oh, here we go.
Oh my gosh.
That's what I was explaining in the 6 a.m. The passage that was posted as the hint that Dave Castro posted.
I never even looked at it. You and Callie were going back and
It
forth.
seemed like a be careful what you ask for hint.
That's what Shane said.
But I don't know what people are asking for, and I'm certainly not
Double
asking
unders.
for
Gosh,
anything.
what if it's like triple unders? They did that.
I think it's a progression type workout though.
No way they'd put triple unders.
No way.
I think it will progress in difficulty.
Like
Yeah.
what we did, we talked about it, like
Like
the
you said.
Diane workout 2018, where you did Diane and then it was a heavy Diane with handstand
Yeah.
walks.
Yeah.
I liked that.
Yeah.
That was fun to progress.
What have we not had? So
Double unders, anything with the
double
box,
Yep, nothing on the box.
Dumbbell.
dumbbell, and apparently kettlebells in the equipment list.
Did y'all see the dumbbell weights?
No, it's
70,
heavy,
so-
right?
70, 50, 35, 20.
I saw
It's gonna
you
take a
putting
while
their numbers
going.
in there, and
It's
I
gonna
was
take
like,
a while
what
going
is
one at a
this?
time.
I think.
Yeah, we only got one set of
And you
70s,
could,
don't we?
yeah, do
Yeah.
something
Dumbbells.
and then
I
go
think
to
we have
your
170.
weight.
One
Wait,
set.
so 20, what's the
singles.
girl weight?
Dumbbell.
It goes 20, 35, 50, 70. So I think whatever happens last, guys are going to be on 70
Okay.
and women are going to be on 50.
What if it's burpee deadlifts?
We're gonna be making a run to Dick's to try to get some dumbbells
Do we have a 70?
tonight. We got
We've got,
one.
We've got,
We got
oh, I
one.
thought
Maybe
we had like
two.
a set. I think we have a set.
Maybe we have 2.
Is that the one that fell off? When the head of mine fell off? Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's hope that that's not the case. My stomach hurts.
The problem with that is our
Already.
70s are metal. They don't have rubber ends, and you know that
Somebody's about to
somebody's
sling
gonna drop
it.
it from overhead, and it's gonna put holes in the rubber floor.
This is a disclaimer
Don't
that we
do
don't,
that.
we
Not
don't
gonna
drop
do that.
dumbbells,
Hey,
we
guys,
don't
let's
drop
not- yeah.
kettlebells, we don't drop empty barbells, never empty barbells, but all those things overhead, we never do that.
Coach's pet peeves. Here we go.
Yes. Oh, that'll be a good
Good
topic.
podcast.
Somebody requested that.
Did
I think
they?
it was
Yeah,
Brian.
it was.
Oh,
Brian.
was it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I
great.
think that would be fun, but
People get their feelings hurt.
we'd have to be careful not to name names.
Yeah.
And
Unless you want to be
fun.
called out.
You know who you are.
But we love everybody. And
We do.
know
We do
that.
love everybody.
Yep.
Okay, so who are the athletes? Shane, who are the athletes that are
My future wife,
your future?
Danielle Brandon,
Okay.
and then
She's way out of
the
your
young
league.
OG, Mal O'Brien. She might
Mal
be.
O'Brien's good.
She might win the games this year. I saw Frazier posted. She cried because Tia was not competing
Because she wants that competition.
because she wants to be. She doesn't want to be known as the girl who won
Won it,
because
yeah.
Tia wasn't there. She wants to beat the
Yeah.
best.
I get that. Yeah.
Yeah, I did see though that they interviewed Tia, and she says she's coming back next year. Wants to come back next
When
year.
is she due? Has she announced that? When she announced her pregnancy, she
I don't
didn't
know.
say it, like how far along she was.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I've seen that.
Yeah.
I mean, her
Next
belly is
year?
out there.
I feel like
Yeah.
she's only like 5 or 6 months in.
I feel like it's not that far, but her belly. I mean, she's just so strong. You know,
Yeah.
we all carry very differently, and you can still see her abs. So it might not be the baby poking out; it's her abs poking
Yeah.
out. You know.
So who's winning this one? Mal
It just depends on
O'Brien
what
or
it is. I think
Danielle?
Yeah,
it's
it
gonna be. I think
depends.
it's gonna be
It
Mal.
depends on what.
I think they're pretty similar though.
They
like,
are.
Like when it comes to
gymnastics-wise.
upper body wise, like they're both great
Let's
at
see.
like handstand push-ups.
Okay, so
Danielle
And
Brandon
wall walks.
destroyed that
She
handstand
did.
walk.
on the parallettes.
Yeah.
But
yes.
didn't Mal come second to her?
I think so.
But by very little.
I'm hoping for some handstand stuff. Handstand push-ups, handstand walks. Not strict. Let me be clear. Not strict.
They're both very, very good upside down.
Oh.
Well, On their hands.
I'm really, it's been a long day. Today's one of my long days, everyone.
Oh, that's sweet.
We need to get her some protein.
Give me some protein. Yeah, I'm excited to see what it is. And then our last Friday Night Lights.
I know.
Bro.
I can't believe this used to be 5 weeks long. I never experienced a 5-week long one.
I think that's too long.
I
It
do
was
like 3
very,
weeks
it was
better.
very long.
5 drags out.
It does. Like 4 weeks was good, but that 5th week, like,
You get a
but
little
usually
beat
it
up.
didn't get like exciting until like the 4th or 5th week.
Like the workouts.
Yeah, like the first week was pretty. I mean, they were all fun, but like just it kind of was basic and grew on that as the weeks went on. So it's kind of fun having 3.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed this open so far. It's just been. I'd like to say I'm fitter, but I know that's not true. It's just not been as insane. No, I'm not. But it's not been as insane.
Yeah.
I don't feel like in the past.
It
It's been
definitely
different things.
It hasn't hurt as bad
Yeah.
as some of the past ones.
Maybe we
Which
are
makes
fitter.
Maybe.
It makes me worried for this
That's
last
what
one.
everyone's like, uh-oh.
Yeah, but maybe we are fitter.
But it's a new programmer this year. This is the first year that, what's his name? Slipped my head.
Bosman.
Boz, yes.
Boz.
That he's
This is with a V or a B?
Boz.
Boz.
Yes.
B.
Boz.
B. B as in bumblebee.
I don't know. I thought it was Boz. Boss?
Boss water.
Have you been saying Boz?
No.
I was like,
I just
I
was
feel like
making
I haven't,
sure.
I haven't heard you say that at all.
You know, Voss water is not what it is hyped up to be.
Oh, okay, so now we're talking about this.
Well, she said Voss. That's water.
I was listening to a podcast, and you're going to be so happy about this. I love pH water. Like, I think that it clears my skin up. Like, it might
It
be in my
does.
head.
It doesn't do anything. That's
So-
what she's about to say.
So then they just
I
said that you
agree
don't
with John.
need it for your body. Like it's your body is already at the pH it needs to be, and if it's not, it's going to figure it out internally. Like
How
you
to
don't
get it
have
there.
to take water or drink water to get it to that pH or whatever. And that's what a lot of people drink. I don't drink it for that. I drink it because I feel like it clears my skin up. He didn't say anything about your skin being cleared up, and you did talk about your pH in your body is already what it needs to be, and when it gets off, your body knows what to do. Like your body's gonna like kind of go into that state where it needs to get it back to it. Whereas, and I guess a lot of people do drink the pH water to get their pH levels more basic. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I was like,
Interesting.
I've never thought about it. Like I literally drink that for my face, and it tastes better. I do think it tastes better.
Fiji's got the best slogan for their water.
Fiji's so good.
Untouched by man. That's their slogan.
That is pretty good.
Bottled water untouched by mankind.
Do you remember when we would
They
just
prob-
like turn
they
the
probably have
faucet
women
on
That bottle it.
I mean, we
and we
still
drink that water?
we still drink it at our house, which makes me angry.
Do y'all have like well water? Or
Probably not. It's
Straight
probably
out the spigot.
It's probably super bad.
yeah.
What's that?
We had
Our
well water at my
in
dad's.
Pleasant Valley.
No, we don't have well water. We have county.
Probably not great, but
You can look it up.
I know I'm scared.
They
Don't
send
look
out-
it up.
They send out
Yeah.
a report every year.
Yeah, somebody that I clean for in
They lie on
Weaver
this
were
report.
saying that their report was like, do not drink this water. It is
Oh,
very
shoot.
bad. In Weaver.
Oh,
And I'm
wow.
like, oh gosh.
Juan, you hear that? We
what's
know you're a
wrong with
Weaver boy.
That's what's wrong
We'll
with
be
it.
drinking that water.
I love it. I love it.
Juan catches rainwater and drinks it.
Oh my god. Shame. Oh, the games were so good last year.
Do you remember when you texted me about Valentine's Day? About making the athletes like cards, basically. I was gonna put a picture of one on there and be like, "You're one of a kind."
You're one of a kind.
It's the best slogan.
Look, we're doing it next year. We're doing it next year. We're gonna make people Valentine's Day cards.
Yeah, I had Bear on
Like,
one.
Yeah,
I love you
very
much.
much. Yes. Did you see like teams doing that? They would have like an athlete, and then it was just like a solid background, and it'd be their name mixed in with like a catchy, cute love
Oh, that's
slogan.
cool.
It is funny.
Just can't get it.
I didn't
the
get
background,
it right.
I know.
Couldn't get it right. Tried.
All right, we're turning this up a little bit. Oh, that's the wrong way.
Turn me up.
Are you about to announce it? What time is it?
Don't know.
It's Tom.
It's time, 2:02. All right, we're gonna see what this is.
Isn't that the same lady who announced it last week?
Shane.
What?
Yes, it's the same lady. What do you mean?
She announces all of them.
Oh.
Oh, my stomach hurts. My stomach hurts.
Matchups. One with our local athletes and one with some of the top athletes of the sport. So
How would y'all feel
on that
being
note, let's
a local athlete doing this.
Crap my
I
pants.
think it'd be
Too.
cool.
This would, I would die. You two should go head to head tonight.
I'm not good enough for that.
I'm
Tonight.
still sore from my burpees.
Yeah,
Are
We
you?
didn't even talk about
Very
that.
sore.
Of your chest?
my
Yeah.
legs are sore from wall balls. You know.
That's the
290.
worst.
Let's. What we gotta do? Put in for a raffle to do this or something for them to come to our gym.
I think they have to seek you out.
Maybe we could.
All right, everyone, write a letter to the
Yes,
CrossFit
yeah.
headquarters and let them know they need to come to our gym and let me and John go head to head for the open.
Just right before they announce it, there's like butterflies and like.
I know, stresses me out, makes my tummy hurt.
I wish they would let them go head to head with the games athletes.
Didn't they do that one year? Didn't they go at the
Maybe-
same time?
maybe
Maybe
so.
they were
Yeah, I
like
think
different
they did.
areas, but they went at the same time,
Yeah.
and like the average athletes got totally destroyed.
I would love, they should let one person in the Olympics compete in everything. Like, have a person in each event, a normal person,
Yeah, just for reference.
just to show you
Put me on
how
run
different.
workout. Put me on that 4x4.
That would be
Just to show
that
the
would be great on
difference.
track. You
That
know,
would-
like
Oh my
400 meter
goodness.
sprint. You know,
Put
like
me on it.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm fast. I run a 51 400. All right, well.
Shane, you would kill yourself.
Yeah, you would die.
You'd hang with them, I think.
No, an Olympian.
I think you can hang not like with one, like, but you could be in the pack and not get lost.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'd be in a whole nother race. They'd be lining up for the next race. And I'd still be
You
like,
can't even get
here we
lapping
go.
400 and you might.
Here we go.
Oh, let's hear what it is. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. For time, come on.
23.3 is in 6 minutes complete 5 wall walks,
Bro.
50 double unders,
Okay.
15 snatches,
Okay.
It's
then
gonna be with a bell.
5 wall walks, 50 double unders, 12 snatches. If you finish under the 6-minute cap, the time cap extends to 9 minutes. To complete 20 strict handstand push-ups.
Mother.
I'm done.
50 double unders.
I'm out.
9 snatches. If you finish under the 9-minute cap, the time cap extends to 12 minutes. To complete a final round of 20 strict handstand push-ups, 50 double unders, and 6 snatches.
These are the dumbbell
Good luck.
Yep. It's definitely gonna be dumbbell.
Turn up.
Right? She didn't say it,
I'm
but
gonna hand the mic over to competition director Adrian Bosman. Adrian, you've got
I don't think so.
wise words for
I
us
think it'll be
all.
barbell.
you think?
No.
So, this is the shortest and most technically demanding test of the 23
Maybe not.
Open.
Because
For
it-
most of us, it's going to be a 6-minute sprint. For some of us, we're going
I might
to make it
get
in
one
that third
strict
round and
handstand
start challenging ourselves with the more demanding.
Yeah, it just says weight
movements
1,
and
weight 2, weight
For
3.
very few of us, we're going to get to that fourth and
What's
final
weight
round
4?
where only the
Do you think
very
it's
few
like
will
squat
be able to
snatches
finish the
or
stage.
just-
But that's not the most important part. The most important part
Well, it says
is to
65.
recognize that
It's the barbell.
you guys are part of a culture
65,
that embraces
95,
challenge
105?
and
I think it was
celebrates
115.
effort over
It might be
absolute
105
placement on the leaderboard. So this week, when you're attacking this, what I want you to think about is that you're celebrating your coaches, you're celebrating
That's
your training
right.
partners, and
Y'all
you're
hear that?
celebrating yourselves with the effort that you put into this test.
Just remember, John, however good I do is a reflection of your work.
Last 2 weeks, you can't pass go and collect 200
Man, I was hoping for like.
of all of the standards.
I don't want it to be
Handstand
dumbbell
walk.
walks.
Oh, why they gotta make them strict?
I know!
Be regular.
This is all I can do right now, so I'm happy with it.
Kelsey's like, I'm good!
I'm happy.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
because you
me
can do
too.
more strict handstand push-ups than you can regular push-ups, John.
Okay, shush.
Within a 6-minute time cap.
These dang wall walks.
Well, John, you
Okay,
got
65
tired of
Oh, it
open
goes
this
to
year after this one.
125.
Try again next year.
And then 155 on snatches.
Snatches.
Guys are 95, 135, 185, and 225.
50 double unders.
Surely God, we don't have to load our weight.
Snatches.
John, you gonna finish this one?
I wouldn't think so. If we didn't have to do it, if we didn't have to do it last week, I don't think that we'll have to load it.
6-minute time cap. An additional 3 minutes is added to the
Let's
time
pray to
cap.
God these double unders are
John, you gonna
good.
finish it?
Oh boy, this will be fun.
No,
50 double unders
I don't think I'll finish it.
and 9 snatches.
The whole thing?
If the strict handstand push-ups, double unders, and snatches are complete,
Think you'll get into the 12 minutes.
You don't think so?
3 minutes.
What do you
I
think's
mean,
gonna get you?
I would like to get in 12 minutes. I don't want to underestimate it. I think I could get in 12 minutes, but I will not be able to do 6
squat
snatches
snatches.
at 225 after 40 handstand push-ups.
Yeah.
If you complete all of the reps,
And all the other snatches and stuff. All right, so that is the
I like it,
workout.
though.
Yeah, it's not a bad one.
if you do not
Just,
complete
you
the
know,
test
Look at this girl throwing up weight.
then your score
still weak overhead. It's fine.
competitions
I'm happy about barbell snatches.
So if you
Yeah.
finish,
standards as well as specific
you can keep. If you don't have to wait till the 6 minutes to
no,
continue.
you keep going.
3.3
From what I understand, I could be
So I
wrong.
can get some time to maybe get into those strict handstand push-ups.
You'll get a couple. I
Yeah.
think you'll get into it.
So you've just seen our RX version, but as always, we've got plenty
Yeah,
of
so that's what it
variations
is.
depending on your category
Wall walks,
and
double
division. So,
unders,
as an example,
And snatches.
if you're
Snatches.
Handstand push-ups.
9 snatches at
He's not going to
185
go all
will
the way
be
into the wall.
not
And for
easy.
some of our
No.
older masters athletes, you guys will be
I couldn't tell you the last time I've
doing
snatched
handstand
135.
push-ups. Obviously, there's lots to
Oh,
take in,
that's
so
not my
make sure
weight.
you go to
I'm good.
Well,
games.crossfit.com.
it could be
I
your
was thinking
weight.
of that. I mean, I ain't making it to 125.
Before you take on 23.3. And now we're going to send it up
Oh,
to
it'll be
Sean.
fun. Well,
Let's do it right now.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
No, dog. My shoulders are smoked from all the shoulder overhead we had this week.
I don't know. Should we? I don't know. I gotta pee really bad.
I just put lotion on. I can't.
Well,
I
that's
need to,
the
I need
last.
to do this one with John too. I pushed him. Now it's your turn to push
There
me.
you go.
Bro,
You can smoke this.
this is gonna be a 6-minute workout for me.
Until we get a straight handstand
Look
push-up.
at those snatches, dude.
You'll be
There's
fine.
no way.
Yes, you're making it here, and you're getting into that. You're gonna be the furthest girl in here. I think you
No
will.
way.
Yeah,
else
you
has
love
straight
straight
handstand
handstand push-ups.
Does Rebecca? I think Rebecca has strict handstand push-ups.
I don't know if she. I don't know. I don't know if she's done them without an ab mat.
Yeah, I feel like I yell at her every time, every class for using ab mat. I'm like, you don't need it anymore.
I feel like she'll probably
She could probably
get
do 'em,
into
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Kelsey will kill this one.
I don't know.
12 snatches at 135
Singles.
is still not going to be the easiest thing ever.
No,
It'll
it
be a
won't
little
be.
taxing, but
It won't be. 12 is a lot.
This is gonna be hard to strategize for me.
They're all over the place, but great coaches are hard to find. What makes these two great?
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Corey's been with me for 9 years now. True story.
now who do we think's going to win this workout? Mal or Daniel Brandon?
I think it's gonna be Mal.
And a fold-out table and chair. And Matt's
I feel
been
like
with
she's
me
so
for
good at
6
barbell
years.
movements, and Daniel
He
Brandon
is
can be a
just
little
the all-around
sloppy on barbell
package.
movements.
Yeah.
She's very strong, though.
Both of them just it's just.
I'm gonna
radiates off of them.
pull for
True
Brandon, I
passion
think.
for-
Yeah.
And a love for CrossFit and helping people.
I got to talk about it a little
Well,
bit.
that's all for the podcast. We won't sit
Yeah.
here and talk about it as they're working out.
Yeah.
But yeah, 23.
Bring your A
23.3.
game, teams John and Shane. None of us named our team this
I
year.
know we didn't. What is our color? It's like a greeny color. The green machines.
I told y'all we're the Mayfield Methodists.
Oh,
Methodist?
God.
Oh, oh wow.
Oh boy. All right. On that note, say it, John.
See you in the gym.